What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, guys, as you can see from the thumbnail and the title of this video, yes guys, I'm going to be talking about Man United's transfer window review. Now, I haven't done a video on this before with Man United's transfer window. Obviously I didn't do this last year whatsoever, so this is the first time I'm doing this. The reason why I'm doing it sort of this season or this year is because the summer transfer window for Manchester United has been absolutely been a shambles. It's been a joke, and there's a few things that I need to get off my chest and that we sort of need to get out there, really. And I'm really annoyed and frustrated as a Manchester United fan as well. We've been linked with, with so many players and we've not brought them in. They've gone to another club. That's how frustrating it can be with this board. But I'm first going to talk about the players that left on permanent deals. The first one being Chris Smalling going off to Roma. I wish Chris Smalling all the best in his future at Roma. I thought he was a great player for Manchester United for the last sort of 9 to 10 years, decade nearly for Manchester United, but didn't really play for us last season. He's finally got his move to Roma, so I wish him all the best in Rome. Another player and complete flop for Manchester United, Alexis Sanchez, went off to Inter Milan as well. I wish him all the best at Inter Milan. And the last but not least, Angel Gomez. Now, I thought Angel Gomez had a bright future at Manchester United. It wasn't meant to be. Manchester United gave him a new contract. The player, Angel Gomez, didn't agree on the contract, maybe because of the wages and probably wanted more money. Didn't really sign the new contract. So at the end of the day, news had broke that he was going to be leaving Manchester United and he was off. In the end, Lille signed him, but he went off to Portugal for a season. So I wish all those three players the best of luck at their new clubs. The next thing I want to get into is now Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had drawn up a short list to give to Ed Woodward and to go away and to go and get the players for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to bring in. And those players were Jadon Sancho, Jack Grealish, Dayot Upamecano and Nathan Ake. Now, obviously, we're first going to talking about Jadon Sancho. Now, this transfer saga with Jadon Sancho really stretched on from once the transfer window opened to the last minute it had shut. All it was all about was Jadon Sancho. All United fans wanted new news on Jadon Sancho. At the end of the day, I think it was annoying and frustrating that we couldn't sign Jadon Sancho, because what it was is, I remember one day, I think last month in September, there was no issues with the agent fees and the personal terms, and even before that they'd even agreed on personal terms as well. So Manchester United made a breakthrough in negotiations for Jadon Sancho. All we had to do was we were one step away and we just had to agree on the fee. Now, that fee for Jadon Sancho was £108 million, and that is 120 million euros. So it's a lot for a player in Jadon Sancho as a right winger. Eyeing Jadon Sancho up for quite a long time. I remember watching England one night this year, I think, or last year, and Jadon Sancho was a bright future. I thought he could be a great player at Manchester United, but it wasn't to be in the end with Jadon Sancho. I would be raging at this transfer that it didn't happen. I'm annoyed that we didn't sign him, because we were only one step away of securing Jadon Sancho, and that was on agreeing the fee. There's not much more I can really say on this Jadon Sancho saga, because it stretched on, and then obviously Manchester United were doing a lot of negotiations with Borussia Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund set that price tag, 108 million. If you don't meet that, he's not going to be your player. Jadon Sancho himself wanted to come to Manchester United, and he's frustrated over the fact that he's not even a Manchester United player. The whole Jadon Sancho saga has been really annoying. It's really annoying that we haven't landed him, and that's because of the board, and I'll get onto the board in a bit as well. We were only one step away, and that was agreeing on the fee. Obviously then Borussia Dortmund has set a deadline day. We had to sign him by, I think, the 10th of September, because Borussia Dortmund were going away on pre-season. I think this is unfair on Borussia Dortmund, and I think Borussia Dortmund were really harsh of giving Manchester United a deadline day. And really, Dortmund shouldn't be giving clubs like Manchester United a deadline day, because at the end of the day, and even Fabrizio Romano said there's no deadline for this. Once the transfer window opens and closes, that's how long Manchester United have got to sign Jadon Sancho. Even Fabrizio Romano said there's no deadline whatsoever. It's just Dortmund being complete idiots. Their board were completely awful to deal with as well. It's been really frustrating. We eventually put in a bid for Jadon Sancho over £91 million. Borussia Dortmund rejected it. They put Manchester United down. There was reports of that United were going in for a second bid. Apparently United put in I think his second bid in, but to loan him. But Borussia Dortmund baffled by that decision. I mean, I could talk on about this Jadon Sancho Sega, really pissed off that we didn't get him. Even the player's not happy as well, and obviously Jadon Sancho's in a bit of a shit himself at the minute. He doesn't really have a good relationship with the club at the minute, because after what's gone on with him breaking the COVID-19 rules by flying out to England, surprising Tammy Abraham as well. There was reports that he was ill as well, and that was obviously a way of coming to Manchester United. There was other players like Kai Havertz that said to Bayern Leverkusen, I want to leave, I want to be a Chelsea player. And even he was doing his absolute best as well to say to the club that I want to leave, I want to go to Chelsea. My next destination is Chelsea, I want to go there. And I don't even think Jadon Sancho was that helpful, to be fair, because if the price was set at 108 million and United came in with a bid, Jadon Sancho could have just said to the club, accept it, I want to go to Manchester United, and I want to go to Manchester United. My next destination is Manchester United. I want to play for Manchester United. I don't even think Sancho himself was trying to be a bit more, he was trying to be a bit more, he was taking it more patient. I don't think Jadon Sancho himself, I don't know if he wanted to come in the end. I mean, he had numerous calls with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but just didn't happen. That's how I stand on it with Jadon Sancho. Obviously, another target for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was Jack Grealish. Now, obviously, I think if Aston Villa probably got relegated, we probably would have signed Jack Grealish, but obviously because they stayed up last summer, Jack Grealish was going nowhere at the end of the day. There was no way we were going to sign Jack Grealish. Once Villa had stayed up, there was no chance that we were going to sign him, because if Aston Villa would have got relegated, numerous clubs would have been targeting Jack Grealish, and no one targeted him, no one wanted him because Villa stayed up. Aston Villa got relegated, there would have been a load of clubs interested for Jack Grealish. That's how I stand on Jack Grealish. Another target for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was Upamecano. Now, I like this player because Upamecano is a very commanding, strong centre-back as well. We've always needed to really improve that defence, and we need a player that can really match Harry Maguire at the minute, and there's not one defender that can match Harry Maguire. We've seen it with Bailey, who got exposed against Tottenham. We've seen it that Lindelof is not the man as well. Phil Jones is probably not even the man as well. There's only a couple of more centre-backs now, and that could be Rojo, Mengi, Tuanzebe. And if those defenders play with Maguire, if them three come up, play with alongside of Harry Maguire, and we know completely for sure that we need a new centre-back. Obviously, we do need a new centre-back because the defence was shocking against Tottenham. I mean, Upamecano would have been the player. He signed a new contract, but apparently I was reading and One Football came out and said United are going to be interested in the player next summer transfer window. Even that, we should be bloody signing him in January, bringing centre-back in the January transfer window, and that's what I would do as well. He's a great centre-back. It was a bargain as well. I think he had a release clause in his contract for about 40 odd million in his contract, so bargain at the end of the day. That's what I would say. Obviously, another target for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was Nathan Ake. Now, obviously, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had that talk after when Manchester United beat Bournemouth. I think it was 5-2, 5-1. Ole said to Nathan Ake, I like you, I like what you do, bright future, keep what you're doing. We need a left-footed centre-back as well. He would have been somebody else who we could have brought in. But unfortunately, once again, and they took the piss. Nathan Ake, a bid went in by Man City. Man City got Nathan Ake, and he's a Man City player now. Couldn't believe it. There's been a list of players that we've been linked with. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the board. Now, the board in the whole transfer window have been an absolute joke upstairs. We've got some upstairs that cannot negotiate. We've got the likes of Ed Woodward, who's a banker, does not know nothing about football. We've also got the likes of Matt Judge as well, who's the chief negotiator as well. We've also got the Glazers involved as well. Even most of the board members are the Glazers as well. I'll tell you what, let's put it straight. All upstairs, it's a mess, it's a joke. Our board is probably one of the worst we've got at the minute. The board are a joke. We're always linked with these best players, and we never fucking signed them. And that's because it's down to the board. We were linked with Haaland, and he went off to Dortmund. We were linked with Federico Chiesa. He went off to Juventus. We've been linked with, obviously, with Jadon Sancho. We couldn't land him because we did have the money. We just didn't pay up. We were linked with Nathan Ake. He went off to City. We were linked with Upamecano. He stayed at RB Leipzig. There's so many players we've been linked with. Some of the best players that we've been linked with, and we can't land them. And that's because of the board. The board upstairs are a joke. They're a mess. They need to go.
It's time to go!
They need to go.
It's time to go!
I'm sick and tired of Ed Woodward, Matt Judge. All these pillocks need to get out of the club. They're not helping the club at the moment. We need to get rid of all of them, and we need to start with a clean slate. We need to get new owners into Manchester United. We need a sporting director, a technical director, and a chairman, and a new chairman as well. We need a revamp in the board. The board are a joke. They cannot act. We don't have the best board. They cannot negotiate. We are linked with all these good players, and we cannot land them because we cannot negotiate. We wait until it's too late, and we wait as well. We wait. It's a joke. This board is a joke. We are not good. This board is awful. All of them need to go. Bye-bye. Get new owners into the club now. The board have been a joke. Like I just said then, we need a technical director, a sporting director, and a chairman as well. We need a revamp in this club at the minute. Get the owners out as well, because they don't know what they're doing as well. The board are a joke. They've been absolutely piss poor in this transfer window. It's been an annoying and frustrating transfer window that we've ever had. It's embarrassing as well that we've been linked with all these good players and they've all gone to different clubs. The board are a joke. They all need to go. I'm sick and tired of this joke. We're a mess upstairs. They're an absolute joke. They're all jokers. They're all clowns. And they need to go, the board. Sick and tired of this board at the moment. And also, talking about, obviously, the transfer activity beforehand, there was a letter that had come out and the board put out this, well, the board or whoever or the club had written out a letter saying, you know, the reason why we're not doing transfer activity was because of the financial crisis that has been on because of COVID-19. We lost about £140 million. So we were struggling to buy in players and stuff like that. But we didn't struggle with the money in the end because we probably sold a player that took up the most of the money because he was on ridiculous wages. Alexis Sanchez, he was on about 400,000 a week. So once we got rid of Sanchez, it was like a relief because then we got money out of him. We got money out of Chris Smalling, which was roughly 18 million. We got nothing out of Gomez. So we did have money in the end because we did buy Van De Beek for 39 million. We bought Alex Tellez for 15.4 million. We got Cavani on a free transfer. All we had to do was just give him his wages and pay his agent the fees as well. Ahmed Traore as well. We got him for 37.2 million. And obviously we got Pellistri for 7.1 million. So we did have the money in the end. We just can't spend the money because the board just thought we don't have the money, but we do have the money. We even had the money for Sancho. They just didn't put in a bid for him and they couldn't meet the demands. But even Dortmund were not that helpful as well. At the end of the day, this board needs to go. It's time for a revamp now. Get new owners into the club. Let's get a technical director in, a sporting director in, a new chairman, and let's get ran properly this time. Get the Glazers out. I'm hoping more fans are going to get to that stadium and start protesting because I'm sick and tired of this board now. They're a joke. They need to go. It's time to go.
It's time to go!
I mean, even the transfer activity as well was a joke. I mean, even at first, you know, United were not even signing any players. All of our rivals, the likes of Chelsea, Tottenham, Arsenal, Liverpool, City, they were all signing players and we weren't. That's how frustrating the window was at the beginning. We were not even signing players. I'll get onto that right now as well. So obviously, Manchester United now, obviously, the players that we signed. The first signing that we got was Donny Van De Beek from Ajax. We got him for 39 million on a 5-year contract. I like Van De Beek. Many people have come out and said it's a panic buy. I don't think it is. I think this is a player that we probably needed. I mean, if you look at his attributes, fantastic, phenomenal player. I think United have missed as well. You know, he likes to go into the box to make runs, goals and make assists as well, and I like how he plays as well. You know, he makes an impact as well. I mean, I remember in the first game against Crystal Palace, we were behind in the game, scores a goal, so that was a positive. And then obviously in the Brighton game, he sort of got the assist as well, puts in the corner, Harry Maguire wins a header. He's a good player and he's made an impact right away. I mean, his agent needs to shut his mouth as well, and what he's doing at the minute, his agent, is a joke. It's not entirely up to him, it's entirely up to the player as well. And getting on to the second player that we signed, Alex Tellez. Now, I think we've needed a new left back for quite some time. We've all said we needed a new left back. Luke Shaw, he was trash against Tottenham. I like Brandon, but the thing is with Brandon, he's not a left-footed centre-back, he's a right-footed left back. We needed a player like Alex Tellez to come into the team. We signed him for 15.4 million on a 5-year contract. He's got some great attributes in his game as well. He's intelligent, he's a set piece specialist as well. He finds opportunities to create passes and to score goals. I also like when he said, I put Lauren Harkossis into the box, and as fullbacks you need to do that as well. I think we signed a great player in Alex Tellez, and I'm glad that he signed for Manchester United. We've been screaming for a new left-back for ages, to put the pressure onto Luke Shaw and to Brandon Williams. Obviously now this next signing, everyone's gone absolutely madness on. I'll talk about that right now. Edison Cavani, who's a free agent. We signed him on a 2-year contract, actually a 1-year contract, and then a further year of an extension as well. People have been going on about Cavani. He's 33 years old. Why has Manchester United signed this player? He's going to be a flop. He hasn't played since March. Cut the bullshit. Fuck that, right? Here's how I see it. I think he's going to bring experience, leadership, goals, elite mentality to the squad. He's scored 138 goals, scored in 200 appearances for PSG. Now, if you're moaning about Cavani coming into the team, shut your mouth. This is a player that we've probably needed for a long time as well. He's come in as a backup for Ighalo. We probably know that if Cavani's come into the team now, Ighalo could be on his way out in January anyway. At the end of the day, I like Cavani as a striker. People are moaning saying, oh, he's going to be a flop. Oh, he's injury prone. Oh, he hasn't played since March. Cut the bullshit. Take him. I'd take Cavani all day long. He's a great player. I remember him being at PSG. I think he scored against Manchester United as well. He's a great player, Cavani. And there was a fan on Twitter that asked Robin van Persie, which striker should United sign? And he said Edison Cavani. I don't know why people are moaning about Cavani coming into the team. If you're one of them, it is what it is. Take it. I like the player. And if you don't like the player, tough shit. Because I think he's a good signing to Manchester United. And obviously there's that whole saga now because of Jadon Sancho. Mason Greenwood obviously got the new number 11 top. Martial's got the number 9. Rashford's got the number 10. Mata's got number 8. So they were thinking, oh shit, if we land Jadon Sancho, he's going to get the number 7 top. Because obviously we got Edison Cavani. And obviously his number at PSG was number 9. And as soon as they announced that Cavani was going to take number 7, everyone's gone ballistic over it. What's the point? Why are you going all ballistic about it? It's a number at the end of the day. If you're one of them out there, shut your face, get on with it. It is what it is. We've signed a player. He's taken the number 7 shirt. Just because we signed other flops like the likes of Sanchez, Di Maria, that have had number 7 before, and they just think with Cavani coming in, he's got the number 7 shirt, and they just think he's going to be a flop. Shut your face. If you're one of them, get over it. It's a player at the end of the day. We've needed this type of player probably in quite a long time. He scores goals at the end of the day. And if you want Manchester United to at least score goals and get back to winning ways, this is the player that you need to turn to. So shut your face, cut the bullshit, fuck that, let's move on. We've signed Cavani, he's a great player. And if you're one of them still moaning about it, get over it. It's a player. It is what it is. We've signed Cavani, he's got the number 7 shirt. You can say it's embarrassing, you can say whatever you want to say, but cut the bullshit. It's a player at the end of the day. Just because Jadon Sancho was supposed to come in and take number 7, or Cavani's got it now at the end of the day. Get over it, and that's what I say about it. Just get over that Cavani is our number 7. That's my view about it. It's annoyed me for such a long time as well, and if you don't like it, piss off and shut your face. I've had enough of it. Up to here, fans saying that Cavani's got number 7. It's a number. So our 4th signing for Manchester United, Ahmed Traore. We bought him for 37.2 million. With add-ons included. I think that's going to go up to about 41 million for this 18-year-old. Apparently he's a bright future. He's a right winger as well. Obviously we were linked with Jadon Sancho. We were looking at alternatives and he was an alternative as well. I don't know how long his contract's going to be. Most likely probably a 5-year contract. But the only setback for this transfer is he won't be a Manchester United player until January because of work permit and his passport as well. He's already had his medical. Things are looking okay at the moment. I think this guy is going to be a good player. Apparently Traore was one of the top young talents in Italy as well. Yes, he's only played 25 minutes in the Serie A and scored 1 goal. I mean, he's going to come straight into the team at the end of the day. He's going to come straight up into the first team, and let's see how it plans out. Obviously, I don't want to say what I was going to say actually. Apparently Atalanta, where we're getting him from, they have one of the best academies in Italy as well. He's a really good player. United have really scouted him for some time. There was a player that came out and said, Pau Gomez, he said, he's a future star, trust me, during our training. He seems like Messi, you can't stop him. He's played 25 minutes in Serie A and scored 1 goal. But at the end of the day, he's not been given the game time, has he, at the end of the day? Because we need a right winger at the minute. He will come right up into the first team and he'll probably get a start right away. We've been screaming for a right winger, and let's see how it plans out at the end of the day. Our last and final signing is Facundo Pellistri, if I've said it right. We signed him for £7.1 million on a 5-year contract. Don't know about this player. I don't know this player, unfortunately. Even Traore I don't even know as well. Another right winger as well. Also talking about his attributes as well. The wide man is known for being absolutely rapid and a real handful on the ball, despite having only made 37 senior appearances for the Manias. Pellistri has already impressed many with his attacking ability down the right flank. And I think Traore is a right winger with a left foot as well. So it's good to have a left-footed right winger, and also Pellistri coming in right winger again, but probably with the right foot. I mean, it's worked out well. How do I rate this transfer window from 1 to 10? I'd probably give it a 6.5. So anyway guys, thank you for watching this video. Please leave a like. Subscribe to my channel if you are new. See you guys in a video in the next couple of days. And peace.